the interconnectedness of all things, understanding the invisible threads that bind us. Ladies and gentlemen, pause for a moment and take a deep breath. Feel the air filling your lungs. Have you ever considered where that air comes from? The oxygen you inhale was once exhaled by the trees and plants around you. The water you drink may have traveled through clouds, rivers, and oceans before reaching your glass. Even the energy you use to listen to this very talk is a product of the sun's light, transformed through countless processes before it arrived in your hands. Everything in this world is connected, woven together in a vast and intricate web of existence. Nothing stands alone. Nothing exists in isolation. This universal truth is something that philosophers, scientists, and spiritual teachers have emphasized for centuries. In Buddhism, the principle of dependent origination teaches us that nothing arises by itself. Every event, every circumstance, and every moment of our lives is a result of a complex interplay of causes and conditions. Just as a seed cannot sprout without soil, water, and sunlight, no success or failure in our lives happens without a chain of interconnected influences. Yet, in today's world, where individuality is often celebrated over community and personal gain is sometimes prioritized over collective well-being, it is easy to forget how deeply intertwined our lives truly are. The silent conversations of nature. Take a walk in the forest, and you will witness a profound example of interconnectedness. Beneath the soil, trees communicate through their roots, sharing nutrients and warning each other of danger. This underground network, known as the Wood Wide Web, is a testament to the intelligence of nature. When one tree is diseased or weakened, surrounding trees send it nourishment, ensuring that the ecosystem remains balanced. Or consider the ocean. It covers over 70% of our planet, and its currents regulate climate, transport heat, and provide food for billions of people. The fish in the sea, the birds in the sky, the trees on land. Each plays a role in maintaining the delicate harmony of life on Earth. But when we disrupt this balance, when we overfish, pollute, or destroy natural habitats, the consequences ripple outward. The warming of the seas leads to stronger hurricanes, unpredictable weather, and the loss of entire ecosystems. When one part of nature suffers, the entire system feels the impact. And so do we. How humanity is inextricably linked. Just as nature thrives on interdependence, so does human society. From the moment we are born, we rely on others. Our parents, our teachers, the farmers who grow our food, the doctors who heal us, and the countless unseen hands that make our daily lives possible. The clothes we wear, the devices we use, and the food on our plates are all results of a vast global network of labor, effort, and resources. And yet, how often do we stop to appreciate these connections? Think about the simple act of drinking a cup of coffee. That coffee bean may have been harvested in Colombia, transported by a worker in a distant port, roasted in a factory miles away, and served to you by a barista you may never see again. Every sip you take carries the stories and efforts of countless individuals. And if we extend this awareness further, we begin to see that our actions, no matter how small, can create ripples across the world. The echoes of our actions. There is an old saying, a butterfly flaps its wings in one part of the world, and a storm arises in another. This concept, known as the butterfly effect, is not just a poetic metaphor. It reflects a deeper truth about how small actions can have far-reaching consequences. A single kind word to a stranger might uplift their spirits and lead them to pass that kindness to someone else. A moment of impatience or cruelty, on the other hand, can spread negativity like wildfire. Social media is a striking example of this phenomenon. A single tweet or post can spark movements, inspire change, or, if used recklessly, cause harm and division. Our words and actions have power, And in an age where communication is instantaneous, our responsibility to use that power wisely has never been greater. History is filled with individuals who understood this interconnectedness and used it for the greater good. Nelson Mandela did not just fight for his own freedom. He fought for the liberation of an entire nation. Mother Teresa did not see the suffering of the poor as separate from her own humanity. She dedicated her life to easing their burdens. Mahatma Gandhi believed that a single individual's commitment to nonviolence could influence an entire movement and, ultimately, reshape the destiny of a nation. Their legacies remind us that when we recognize our connection to the world, we gain the power to make a meaningful difference. The mind-body connection, how thoughts shape reality, but interconnectedness is not just external. It exists within us as well. Our thoughts shape our emotions, and our emotions influence our actions. A mind filled with anger and resentment cannot produce peace. A heart weighed down by fear cannot inspire courage. But a mind that nurtures kindness, understanding, and wisdom radiates those qualities outward, touching the lives of others in profound ways. Studies have shown that stress and negativity weaken our immune system, while positive thinking and gratitude can improve both mental and physical health. Even our energy, our attitude, our presence affects those around us. Have you ever walked into a room where someone was in a foul mood? You could feel the tension in the air even before they spoke. Likewise, have you ever met someone whose warmth and kindness instantly lifted your spirits? That is the invisible thread of connection at work, our shared responsibility to the world. If we understand that everything is connected, then it is our duty to be mindful of how we engage with the world. When we protect the environment, we ensure a future for generations to come. When we choose kindness over cruelty, we cultivate a more compassionate society. When we take responsibility for our actions, we contribute to the greater good. Every choice matters. Every interaction counts. Final reflections. We are not separate, the great Zen master Thich Nhat Hanh once said. We are here to awaken from the illusion of separateness. When we begin to see ourselves not as isolated beings, but as part of a larger whole, our perspective shifts. We start to act with more awareness, more kindness, and more responsibility. So let us remember that the joy of another can be our joy, that the pain of another is, in some way, our pain, that our words, our actions, and even our thoughts contribute to the world we all share. Imagine the ripple effect if each of us committed to bringing more kindness, more wisdom, and more understanding into our daily lives. We may never know how far our impact reaches, but like a drop of water creating endless waves, our presence in this world matters. Because, in the end, we are not separate. We are one.